guys, and welcome back to DBW. I am Jen. That is L. We are not here with Pip today. But today we want to give some of our thoughts and opinions on what we saw in regards to Sami Zayn. One, he has officially moved to SmackDown. I believe that he and Ed are getting traded officially. So we'll see Sami on SmackDown a lot more. It seems he's setting his sights on Solo Sikoa's U.S. Championship. Now, the conversation has been pretty negative across the board. Not about the moving to SmackDown per se, but it's more so about how Sami Zayn is presented as of right now. From what I can see, Sami is extremely over with the crowd. You know, he's had a lot of good press, you could say, since leaving the Bloodline, main event WrestleMania, big matches, big marquee matches, even a mid-card title run. Now he's after the big one. Or that's what he was until SmackDown recently. Where he says that he's no longer focused on the World Championship. He wants to become the U.S. champion because he's never done that in his career either. We're going to get into that right now, guys. So if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know down what you think of the video. In the bottom of the video, let us know where you guys stand on the Sami Zayn situation. But, L, where do you stand on the Sami Zayn situation? On the Sami Zayn train, if you will?
Unfortunately, I have to agree with a lot of the discourse. Sami has been bad. And you know, the funny part about it is, he's been bad for a while now. It's just that finally people are seeing it.
Okay.
Last year, he had some comments online. He was saying that his position was lacking. He didn't think that he was being booked in a favorable way.
Can you pull that up?
And yeah, you can pull it up.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, he wasn't booked in a favorable way. Critiqued Triple H's booking. I thought that it was very tasteless from my point of view because you're the same guy that main evented WrestleMania and won, and there's a lot of guys that can't even sniff a WrestleMania match, and you hardly ever lose. So I'm like, where's the bad booking?
Yeah, in this particular video where Sami was being interviewed, he has expressed that under Vince McMahon, becoming a world champion was much more likely. Under Triple H, world titles, as L puts them, or has put it to me before, seem to mean more. Being world champion is more important now than it was then. Do you still agree with that sentiment, L?
I definitely agree.
Okay. And so Sami's point is that under Vince, I would have been a world champion by now. But under Triple H, it's less likely because I don't fit into his overall vision. He said this last year, as L pointed out earlier. And L has mentioned this before, that last year when Sami Zayn made these comments, that it was very tasteless of him to say, and he can defend his point right now.
Yeah. I thought that it was very tasteless because this is coming from a guy that in my assessment has been given multiple opportunities, and this is the same guy that's pinned Gunther, and you know Gunther doesn't really get pinned. Like over the last not even that. Over the last calendar year, Gunther's lost 3 times against Sami Zayn, against Jey Uso, and against Cody Rhodes.
And CM Punk.
Well, now CM Punk. That's recent. So before that,
yeah,
4 times. And you are one of the people that pinned him. That means something. I personally didn't think that Gunther should have lost to you, but he did. I thought that you weren't going to elevate the IC title, which I don't think you did much. I thought that going after Gunther was going to be a tough feat, and you don't really appreciate IC titles anyway. Like anytime you're on camera, you're always saying that I want the World Heavyweight title. So getting a mid-card title would seem like a demotion in my mind from your assessment.
Which is kind of what he set himself up for with the U.S. Championship.
Yeah. So like you don't respect these mid-card titles. Not really. You only. So knowing that, I'm like, well, why are you even pretending to I don't know. I don't think Sammy really understands the magnitude of what he's of his comments or what he said.
So here's the problem, right?
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, L. But here's the problem: we've come on here how many times now and discussed mid card championships? I'm sure quite a few times. And one thing that I have said before and will continue to say is that mid card championships are only bad if the person having it or holding it is bad. I believe, and I believe I even said this in our tier list video. If you actually haven't seen that, go watch that video. I'll leave a link in the description where we ranked every title reign so far since WrestleMania 24. I believe that Jey Uso had a better IC Championship reign than Sami Zayn did. And what Jey did for the title was more prevalent than what Sami did for the IC Championship after Gunther. Jey even changed the presentation of the title. He made the title feel like it was a big deal because Jey has that way to make everything seem like it's a big deal. But so he made the IC Championship look like it was going to be something special, or at least under when he held it. Now Jey's not the best wrestler, but he's a good story. He's a good character worker, and he made the championship look like it was. He made it look like it was. It looked good. Like he added color to it. He made it look more vibrant. How he came out and carried it. He was like, "This is what I wanted." He brought his son out. Like, man, I'm finally a singles champion. I've always wanted to be a singles champion in my career, and this is my first time being a singles champion. It wasn't this is my first time being a world champion. It was this is my first time being a multiple world champion. This is my first time having a title for myself, and he made it seem like it was important. So I gave Jey points for that.
Yeah.
Sammy did not do the same. He's already held the IC Championship a few times before he got it from Gunther. So it was just business as usual for Sami Zayn. And like you said, under Vince, I would have gotten the title already. But under Triple H, I wouldn't. Because Vince is getting out titles like hotcakes. He didn't care. He didn't care. And the thing about it is, also, realistically, Vince wouldn't have made a World Heavyweight Championship. Vince made the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship, and Roman had them both for multiple years. Triple H was the one who decided to make a World Heavyweight title that was not tied to Roman. And saying that Vince would have made sure you were world champion, I don't believe he would have. If when Roman lost it, I'm sure at some point you would have been world champion, but I'm sure at some point you'd be world champion now. So I feel like that was just pointless to say, especially when you've been presented better than many world champions have. When you were main eventing WrestleMania 39 and became tag champions with KO. Your longtime career partner, undisputed tag champions with your lifelong best friend and career partner Kevin Owens. I remember you guys were coming up on the indie scene in ROH. It's Kevin Steen and El Generico. Never thinking you make it here, and you both of you are the main event, becoming undisputed tag team championships from one of the greatest tag teams of all time, the Usos. But hey, maybe one day you have a meaningless world title run, and then we can look back at this with exuberance, and we can look back on this with, let me be honest, indifference. We'll look back on this with indifference because Sammy, it's not the title, it's you. You're not an underdog, Sammy. You're not. You're too good. You've been doing this too long. And you have accomplished too many things to consider being an underdog. You had the same character since you debuted in NXT. Sami Zayn debuted in NXT in 2015. You've been the same character for a decade. And when you finally broke out of that character and joined the Bloodline, that was at your peak. You were doing great work. And now we're back to this again. And people just don't care, Sammy. I'm going to actually take it over to Twitter. And people's saying here, it's absolutely unacceptable for Solo Sikoa to be taking pin after pin for complaint merchant Sami Zayn. Absolutely tired of seeing this dude. I know it's a very vocal minority. You don't have to just take what everyone on Twitter says as gospel. But these things metastasize over time. And I'm not a Sami Zayn hater. I like Sami Zayn. I think he's great in the ring. I think he's pretty good. But the only thing that's holding him back is his character work. It's not there anymore. And why are you being positioned to be better than the current U.S. champion?
I don't understand why the U.S. champion is taking pins when he has a faction. The whole point of having a faction in multiple guys is so that way, if you're a champion, you don't have to take the pin.
Yeah, what exactly is Tongaloa for if he's not the one losing the matches for you?
I mean, he's not great on the mic. He's not a great wrestler. I don't understand why he's not taking pins.
He should be taking pins. Like, that should be your one job. Only people who should be taking pins is Tala Tonga and Solo Sikoa. Jeff Cobb Mateo can take a pin here or there, maybe. But Tongaloa should be eating all these pins for the bloodline. That should be his role. Yeah, like Sami Zayn beating the champion twice is pathetic.
Back-to-back weeks?
It's pathetic. I don't know who's writing SmackDown. Triple H has been on vacation. I just saw a picture of him and Stephanie out there in where were they? Barbados or something. They're not even there.
Must be nice.
Must be nice, Triple Cheese. Must be nice. But I'm not sure who you got right in your absence. But fire them. They're doing a bad job. They're doing a very bad job. You weren't even doing the best job when you were out here for Sami Zayn. So like they're not even half as good as you are, and that's saying something. We're getting people are getting their times cut. Segments are going on too long. Triple H is a mess back there. It's a mess. And Sami Zayn is not doing a great job, or as being if LA Knight and Sami Zayn are officially traded to opposite brands, that's a lopsided trade because LA Knight's way better. Character is better on the mic, probably better in ring, probably better in ring. If you put them side by side, I would say pound for pound, Sami Zayn. But LA Knight makes it a good discussion for his versatility. I feel like Sami is just not there, and Solo, as well as he's being booked and as well as you guys are trying to present him, you guys are doing a bad job making me take him serious. Do you agree, O?
I agree. You can't take a guy seriously who refuses to change. Like, you are a multiple-time champion. You've accomplished so much in this company. You are not an underdog. Please stop with this underdog character. It's so annoying. I can't stand it. It's really a running joke at this point.
Yeah.
It's really a running joke. Like, oh boy, how can Sami Zayn victimize himself again into being an underdog? I don't understand.
I mean, you didn't even put over Karrion Kross in his final match.
Thank you, Sammy.
At the very least, you could the guy could lift out on a win or a positive note. At least if he was going to not be re-signed.
Last time Sami Zayn lost a match, please.
When?
Look this up, please.
Okay, because Sammy did go. He went on a crazy L reign like a few years back, but recently he has not lost.
Dude, I haven't seen this dude lose in I think at least a year. Actually, no. Probably like 6-7 months. Since the beginning of 2025, I haven't seen him lose a match.
Okay, so
who's this?
You can't trust Google AI 100%.
Yeah, of course.
But now it says Sami Zayn's last loss was the King of the Ring semifinal against Randy Orton. This loss occurred during semifinal round for the tournament. This was in October
of 2024.
Yeah, now trust me, it might not be the case because who won KO and Sammy's lights out non-sanction match. Sammy didn't win. I think it didn't end in
Wait,
DQ.
no. Yeah. It was a no contest, right?
No contest, I think. Yeah.
So technically, he didn't lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the KO match against Cody, and Cody won.
I think Karrion Kross. I meant Kevin Owens, not Karrion Kross. Kevin Owens. There we go. Occasions. No, okay. Kevin Owens won. Ultimately, Kevin Owens.
He did?
Yeah. Ultimately, Kevin Owens won.
Okay.
So we consider that match was
Yes, he did win because Sammy was written off TV. Yes.
Yeah, he was. He was. So this was it was March 1st.
Wow, that's the last loss he's had.
It could be. This is the last one I remember. If someone in the comments can enlighten me and fill me in on that, maybe I'm forgetting a Raw, a SmackDown or a Raw match that happened and ended in DQ in like May or something. But other than that, it's the last thing I remember. Last time I remember him losing.
That's not even the worst part. Forget you winning matches. It's the type of matches that you're winning. You're just beating champions back-to-back weeks. That's insane.
Yeah, it's like he's pretending they want to get him on the fast track to main eventer on SmackDown, which I think is kind of pointless because Sami Zayn is already a main eventer, and you can just push him that way. You don't really have to cost him Solo Sikoa to do it because Solo's high rank is going to come to an end now. Really, like if you are like I don't mind champions losing, but Solo's pathetic. He's pathetic. He loses all the time. I would say just go ahead and fire all three of those other Samoan guys. Put Solo Sikoa on the shelf and get that title off of him if he's going to be booked like this.
That's pretty harsh.
What you mean to say? I care more than you guys care. I care more than you care. Like either I'm going to care and we'll all care, or we won't care and then I won't care at all. We can just go ahead and fire all of them. Let me know what the mood is and I'll match it. I'm not an advocate for, let's keep people in catering for perpetuity if we don't got nothing for them. I'm not. That's not me.
Right.
I'm not that guy. So, for me, if you don't care, neither do I. So, however we're gonna book Solo and Sami, let's start trying to figure things out for Solo before I just say forget, just throw the whole faction away.
It's looking like throw the whole faction away. It's really a joke at this point.
Yeah, I throw the whole faction. If you're gonna go out here and lose every week while being IC champion, I throw the whole thing away. You can just get rid of the whole faction.
Like it makes sense why Solo was losing to Jacob.
Yeah, I get that.
The MFTs. It's Jacob freaking Fatu.
I get that.
I'm respecting Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn is not Jacob Fatu. Come on now.
How many? No one's Jacob Fatu other than Jacob Fatu.
But they're booking Sami like he's Jacob. That's the problem. You're not Jacob. You're not that guy, pal.
I mean, he's not.
I mean, there's no further discussion. He's just not Jacob Fatu. Stop booking Sami Zayn like freaking Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu isn't a freaking underdog. He goes into every match and probably 9 times out of 10 is gonna win.
Yeah. So I get it completely why Solo will lose to him. I get it, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah. And even then, he still lost because of the bloodline. Or not the bloodline, the MFTs. My bad.
Yeah. Also, pet peeve of mine. It's just the FTs. That's what it should be. Okay, Solo, the MF,
my family tree.
The M in MFT already means my. When you say my MFTs, you're saying my family tree. That doesn't make any sense. That's
also family tree is one. You don't say.
You don't need multiple family trees. If anything, they're branches on the same tree. So you can just say this. So I am Solo Sikoa, and this is the FT. That would make more sense. Or
the FT. That actually makes sense.
That makes more sense. But if you're like with the group and you say these are MFTs, these are my family tree. That makes sense, right? I get it.
This is still kind of ruins it.
Okay, these are the MFT. These are my family tree. That would make sense. Yeah. But just saying my MFTs is redundant. I know we're getting off topic, but Solo is really making me mad. You gotta stop, bro. It's grammatically incorrect. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And Solo, you're doing it on purpose. I know you are. I know you're doing it on purpose. So knock it off, guys. I am Jen. That is Weebin DB Dub. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you don't feel too slight of what we had to say. Let us know in the comments about what you think. Are you tired of Sami Zayn? Do you wish Solo Sikoa? Will you book better? Who's writing SmackDown? We need all those answers in the bottom. Guys, thanks so much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you.